they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate.
All right, welcome to Gravo's Giblets, part of the NoOffseason.com Sports Card Network. We know you don't have 40 hours per week to pour over podcasts and spreadsheets to handicap these games or the golf yourself. We do that for you and bring you our picks each week so you can have some confidence heading into the weekend or walking up to the window. We're out here dropping giblets. We might drop a few giblets about sports cards while we're here. I'm your host, Grabo, joined by Fitz. And we have Denny one time is back from whatever he was doing. And we're breaking down the Players' Championship, the fifth major, the biggest purse of the year, $25 million out there. Very exciting time. It's March, but we got to get ready for the players. I'm watching Stony Brook and Charleston right now in overtime, fellas. How we doing?
Good. I'm ready to walk into the weekend and head into the window.
Yep, that's about right. That's pretty much what we did last week. Is we went right into the window and crashed pretty hard. Not the greatest week on paper for us. Fitz, how did you do?
I got $4 million from Scotty and one and done. I'm back, baby.
Oh, you did take Scotty and one and done. You sure did, Duke. You were absent last week. Are you golf ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to get. I'm sorry to the audience that I'm here instead of Shane. I heard Shane was fantastic last week. Appreciate him filling in. Just thankful to be back with you boys.
Yep. Shane definitely cashed his top 20 pick. Rory looked good until he collapsed on Sunday. Absolute collapse like he always does. And then Eric Cole was right there, Fitz.
Sungjae.
We needed a couple of people to fall out to get that top 20. Just missed it. 21st place.
Classic.
21st place. Classic mush. All right, so today we're breaking down everything you need to know about TPC Sawgrass and the famous 17th Island Hole, the Players' Championship. We'll go over some DFS, some one-and-done suggestions. Fitz climbed. We'll see how far he climbed soon. Our best outright winners, our favorite play in our We Riding segment. So, brief course update. 144 players in this finally have a full field in a really good tournament. 65 and ties make the cut. We're at TPC Sawgrass in Florida. It's about 7,300 yards. It ranks around the top 15 in difficulty on tour. Every single hole will have a water hazard. So if it was us, we'd bring lots of balls. We have Bermuda greens with some POA. And greens are really going to get firm in the afternoon as the day goes on. So what you really need to look for when you're looking at golfers, especially for DFS and betting, you want to take driving accuracy over distance for sure. Approach game into small greens. That's Scotty. Strokes gained off the tee. Scotty. Bogey avoidance. Scotty. And experience in Florida. So we go to our DFS segment. You can get 10% off any purchase at Gravos.co by using the promo code Strategy2023. We still doing that, right?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe not after that, but yeah.
All right, good. All right, the chalk fits 9K and up. There's a lot of good golfers in this range, including Scotty Scheffler is 12,800 this week, and people are going to go to him. So you can get different. Who do you like this week in that range?
I'm going to go back to the well. Last week I went with Max Homa. He's obviously sitting in this range at 9,600. He is in great form, had a great showing last week. Course history, not something that I put too much weight in at TPC Sawgrass, but he does play this course well. And I think if he does get in trouble, he's a very good scrambler. So I'm going to go back to the well, like I said, Homa 9,600.
Homa, very good scrambler, just like you. Duke, who do we have?
I mean, obviously up top, I think the question is Scotty or not to Scotty. I'm probably going to Scotty more than I don't Scotty. If you look at, who played well here last year, Scotty. Who played well last week, Scotty. If you look at early in the season, it's when you see a lot of guys go on runs where they win 2, 3, or more times early on. He had a convincing win last week. He's hot, as you just mentioned in your kind of bio intro. The course favors his game. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to plug him in, assuming I can find some cheaper guys to fill in around him, and I think you can. So let's go, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Scotty Scheffler is the best golfer on the planet. I mean, he's putting up Tiger Woods numbers. If you watch the Arnold Palmer on Sunday, he was 6 under on Sunday on one of the hardest courses and probably the hardest conditions of that week, and he went 6 under. And he was 15 for 15, like under 10 feet putting. And if he does that, it's over. No one's going to touch him. So he found something with the putter. It's going to be game over for a lot of these guys. So you can't fully fade Scotty. But if you play him, you're going to have to get really weird with the other structure of your lineups. But you could go down to the 5,000 range. There's $5,000 this week with some golfers because they went so high with Scotty. But if you're going to go and fade Scotty, JT, and Hovland are good plays. Very good here. Very good ball strikers. JT's found something as well. We'll talk about his betting number here in a second. But I'm with Fitz. In the $9,000 range, I'm going Max Homa a lot. He was 6th last year at the Players, 13th the year before, so coming off 2 great finishes at the Players. Great ball striker, and when he gets in trouble, he could save par, and you want to avoid bogeys as much as you can here. Pars are good. So up top, my favorite plays are Scotty and Homa, and if you're going to go against Scotty, it's to JT or Hovland if you want to do something different. Value range, $7K, $8,000 range. Who we going with, Fitz?
Start with Kashmir Keith Mitchell at 7,500. Another guy. You'll see a theme. I'm going to go pretty much guys who are in form for this tournament. So he's posted 2 top 10s, a pair of top 20s. I know I said I didn't care about this earlier. He also does play TPC well, but he's dialed in on his approach play, his shots from 100 to 150. There's going to be a good amount of those this week. So I'll start with Keith. I'll also go with Siwoo at 8K, former champion. It's been a while though, right? He won this back in, I believe, 17. He hits a lot of fairways. You talked about driving accuracy being important. He's one of the top driving accuracy players on tour. Had a pretty good showing last week, stumbled on the 18th. Yeah, he's another guy who's playing well, so give me Siwoo.
Siwoo shaking that ass.
Yes.
Dude, who you going with?
I'm going not with Siwoo, but Minwoo, actually. Min came in 6th in this tournament last year. He's been playing well his last 5 starts. Pretty solid. I think he's a budding superstar. Going to make a dent in the world this year. Sometimes you just got to let him cook. So
Yes,
let's let Minwoo do his thing.
I mean,
8,000.
yeah, that's one good play I had last week. He saved a couple of my lineups. We didn't fully goose. Had a good lineup of 6 of 6. And if Knapp didn't have that crazy round Saturday, would have had a pretty good lineup. But Minwoo had a good week last week, and he was like, did you mention this? He was 6 last year, I think. No, that was.
I did, yeah.
What was he last year?
I heard him say it.
6th, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got basketball on. It's March. I'm distracted. Minwoo is a good pick. I like it. For me, going with Shane's boy Hogue off his top 20, 7,800. 3rd here last year at the Players. Great ball striker, just like the API. You need ball strikers in a Hogue. Also great form. So we're riding Hogue. We're riding Keegan Bradley. I'm staying in the 7,000 range here. I think I might completely fade the 8K range, except maybe Minwoo. Keegan Bradley, great ball striker, good history, and same with Hadwin, 7,500. Hadwin made the cut at the API last week. I had a really good first round, then kind of faded, but everyone did. just a really hard course. And he has a 13th and the 9th here at the Players. So I really like those three guys to kind of anchor my top-heavy team. You got Hogue, Keegan, and Hadwin. That's who I'm going to go with in this range. A lot of $7,000 guys. Now, you got to find some long shots. You got to find some guys below 7K. So, Fitz, who are we going with?
So yeah, proximity is a big metric in golf, right? But I look at proximity differently. It's all about the neighborhood you live in and how close you are to the course you're playing. Last week, Eric Cole did fail me by one place. I do blame Sanjay though for that, sticking that shot on 18 with a dagger. But give me a guy who practices here. Billy, I benefit nothing. Horschel, he's still good. People forget that. He posted a top 10 at the Cognizant a few weeks ago. So I think he's playing pretty good golf, and I'll stick with that. Billy Ho.
Billy Ho, our guy from the Waste Management, won us a lot of money that week. Shout out Billy Ho. I always love Billy Ho.
Some of us.
Duke. Duke, you got two guys. Scott. You played Scotty. You got to go somewhere.
Yeah, need some cheap guys. I'm looking at folks who have played well recently. Guy like Nick Taylor came in 12th last week, pretty solid performance. Or a guy who played well at this tournament recently, Denny McCarthy, came in 13th last year. I think both guys are reasonable plays in the under 7K category.
All right. Denny, great putter. Nick Taylor won at Waste Management, so he has winning potential. You really just need these guys to make the cut. And I'm sticking with current form, guys that don't make a lot of mistakes. And that's Brendan Todd, who's 6,500. He was 6th last week. He's 2 for 3 here, and both of his cuts are in the top 40s. That will get it done at that price. And then Hubbard at 5,800. He's just a cut guy. He has really good irons, so that's all I need him to do at that price. So if I'm going to play Scotty, I'm going to have to go down to this $5,000 range, and Hubbard is where I'm going to go. So Todd and Hubbard for me. Save 20% after a free 14-day trial. Visit marketmoversapp.com and use the promo code NOOFFSEASON. One and done. Look at Fitz. Go ahead. Tell us the standings. What a climb.
Yeah, last week I was in 124th out of 138. Scotty delivered, shot me up the board with everyone else who took him. Sitting at 12th right now. So I'm back. Gray, 41st. Denny, 90th. But as we know, right, this is the biggest purse. So you pick the winner, you pick a guy in the top 3, you're going to shoot up the leaderboard and you'll be back in it.
So Fitz using Scotty last week. I'm going right now, as of right now, I'm going to Scotty. Biggest purse, but it's so hard to win back-to-back. Not only that, no one has won the Players' Championship back-to-back. Won it last year. So right now it is Scotty. But if I change my mind, and I might, I'm going to JT. So JT's playing well. He's won at the Players before. He's found something. I think he's very close. I'm going to bet him as well. But right now it's Scotty. And if I change my mind, it's JT. So I do have a backup for you people. If you want to fade kind of the public, maybe go JT, even though he might be popular too. But you need a win here. And one of those guys is going to do it, I think, this week. But you guys have some different opinions, some good plays as well. Fitz, who are you riding?
Yeah, well, to the Scotty thing, like I feel like Duke Evans is hard to win back to back, and he went on that streak. Was it 2 years ago when he won the API, and then he didn't play that well at the Players, but then he won the match play, and then he won the Masters. So he won 3 tournaments in 4 weeks or whatever it was. So if anyone can do it, it's going to be Scotty. So I don't hate that play. I'm going to go with a guy who played really well last week. He's Mr. Consistent, just steady Eddie, Russell Henley. He has 2 top 5s this year. He finished 4th last week. He's playing great. Can actually putt now. He doesn't really get himself in trouble. Like I said, he hits a lot of fairways. And again, for someone who claims he doesn't care about course history, I sure do keep picking a lot of guys who have played well here. But yeah, he has pretty good course history here as well. So I'm going to go with Henley.
Yeah, I looked at a top 20 for him. He's got a good number there, at plus 190. So definitely look there. That I think that's going to be a low ownership play as well in our one and done. So don't hate it. Duke, you have a common theme. Who you going with one and done?
Well, if I was up in the catbird seat like Fitz in 12th place, I might be a little chalky here and go Scotty. I think a lot of people will take Scotty, as they should. I still might, to be honest with you. But because I'm kind of deep on this leaderboard here in 90th place, I think I need to go ahead and get a little different and hope to fade Scotty. And so I'm going to take my guy Min Woo and just watch him shoot me right up the leaderboard.
Min Woo. I could see you shouting his name all weekend long if he's up there.
Yes.
He's up there. So common theme probably for Duke here. Outright winners might have a ticket on Minwoo, possibly. Who do we have in the betting market? Mr. Fitz, let's go to you. We like some of the same players here.
Yeah, I'll keep it to 4.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for this. I feel like with Scotty being so short this week, it opened up so many more attractive outright bets. So that's bad for me. I will fade Scotty this week just because I'm not going to do 5.5 to 1. But JT 22 to 1. These are all going to be guys that you saw if you watched last week. These guys were all hanging in the top 10 at the end. So JT 22 to 1, Homa 28 to 1 on MGM. Zalatoris, he's heating up. I can't believe he's still at 33 to 1. I mean, he's that close to knocking one down, and but he also can crumble like within a matter of holes like he did, right? So, and then lastly, a guy who should not be 50 to 1 in general, and definitely shouldn't be 51 the way he's playing, Wyndham Clark.
Okay. Wyndham. Zalatoris, yeah, we added him on our ticket last week. You texted me that he had a pretty comfortable lead and then blew it in the next 3 holes.
He gave up five strokes in 5 holes.
That's about right. That's what he does. But I did not see 33 to 1. I saw 28 to 1, and if that's still a number at FanDuel, I'm going to snag that as well. Duke, who are you going with?
So I don't think Scotty's a bad play at 5.5 to 1. I know it's really short, and I would never bet someone that short in most cases. But I just think this is kind of when he does it. Like he's won here, he'll win. He could very well win this tournament. But so I'll probably sprinkle a little bit on him. And looking at guys in a little longer odds that have a legit chance, I think Shane Lowry is played well as of late. You're never surprised when you see him in the top 3, and he's at 40 to 1. And then finally, have I heard this name yet today? Min Woo at 50 to 1. I think Min Woo should be the second favorite. If Scotty's 5.5 to 1, I think Min Woo should be like 9 to 1. So I think Min Woo has tremendous value at 50 to 1. So I'm going to apply the Giblets theory. I might put 5, 6, 7 little tiny bets on him at that. And then as each day rolls off, just keep, cash one out at a time.
Okay. Shane Lowry, 41, yeah, and a great player in the wind. If the wind picks up, which it does a lot here at Sawgrass, it's a good number. I can't get to him at 9,100 on DraftKings. I just can't do it. I can't pull the trigger with all the other good players. But I like that number for him. For me, it's JT at 22 to 1. Yeah, I'm going to get Scotty's other places. I'm not betting them, but I'll have him on DraftKings. I'll have him in one and done. So if he wins, we'll do well in other places, but we'll fade him in the betting market. JT at 22 to 1. He's close to winning again, and he's won here before. Hovland at 25 to 1. I got him at 25 to 1. I I think he's 22-1 now everywhere. So got him early in the week at 25. Love that number for Hove. And then Fleetwood, 50-1. Yes, he missed the cut last week. He actually did a 10 cup, hit it in the water like 3 times, and just told his caddy to keep giving him balls. So he wasn't in it last week. He does pretty well here. I think he could bounce back, and at that number, it's a good flyer. And then I'll probably do one more, and it'll either be Homa or Zalatoris. If Zalatoris is 33-1, it'll probably be Zalatoris, but I like Homa a lot as well. So I'm glad we're on some of the same guys. We ride in favorite bets of the week. Shane hit the Hogue top 20. I missed out on Rory top 10 after he busted on Sunday. And Fitz just missing out on Eric Cole. So let's do better, Fitz, this week. Who do you have? Oh, you're going with what I said earlier.
Yeah, you saw a good number on this because you looked at my notes.
I did not. But I'm
Yeah, I'm going to go with the one and done play here. Russell Henley, top 20, plus 190 on Bet365 for the reasons stated earlier. Playing really well, doesn't get in trouble, dominates at Sawgrass. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Duke, I wonder who you're going with as your riding bet.
Well, if it's right, it's right. So, I think this is stealing here. Minwoo top 10 plus 450. I think the books have it wrong. I think there's just value out there. Go get it. Minwoo
Plus
top 10,
450. He should be minus 110.
Probably. It's like 50. Yeah, it's like a coin flip.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm going with the top 20. JT, top 20 at plus 125. It was either him or Homa. They're both plus 125, and I think JT gets the edge. So I'm going to roll Justin Thomas. So we have JT top 20, Henley top 20, and Minwoo top 10. That is going to be fun to watch.
I can't tell if I want to heckle Duke all weekend on Minwoo or if I just need to actually ride Minwoo with him.
Lean into it. Lean into it. Give into the power of the tea. Just go with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Duke is more often than not right about things, which is tough to admit. So I think I might have to. Tail this Minwoo play.
Man,
seems pretty confident.
Yeah, Duke beat me up last year when I tried going 1-on-1 with his bets. So I don't even know who the player would be that's close that I could bet and get some side action.
Is Wyndham Clark 50-1?
I don't like Wyndham. And I just, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna ride with you. Or should I take Hogue against him? You want that Hogue action?
Hoagie heads up with Minwoo. That's a fun bet. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't need to even look at the odds. If you say he's close, I'll believe you.
No, they're not. Minwoo is 55-1, Hogue 70. I knew that would get a rise out of you. I just don't like anybody. I don't like anybody around him.
I like Gala's matchup on DraftKings right now. Which
is that the matchup? What's the line?
I think it's a minus 110 for the Gala, and yeah, they're both minus 110.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take the Gala.
That's a bet.
It's the matchup. So we got the Gala versus Minwoo. Love it. The Gala played very well last week.
Are we playing for bonks?
Yeah.
Crazy bonks?
Let's play. We'll figure it out off the pod.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Well, anything else, fellas? We got March Madness. I hit Wagner 28-1 championship ticket as a 6th seed in the Northeast. Very excited.
Wow.
It was a great win against Merrimack tonight. We had Charleston beat Stony Brook in overtime, and then we had Milwaukee lose to Oakland, and I had Milwaukee at 22-1. They lost in the championship. So been a good start. Been a good start for these tournaments.
Denny, you know who FanDuel put Minwoo against on matchups?
Who?
Russell Henley.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Russell,
You got to do one there too, Fitz.
But it's a lot. It's Russell's minus 140, Minwoo's
Ooh,
plus
yeah.
5.
Got to give him.
Russell, the love muscle. I don't need any juice from you and Russell. Let's just do it.
All right,
Ooh.
that's a bet.
Okay.
All right. We got Minwoo versus Russell. Minwoo versus the Gala. Can Denny go 2-0? I think I'm 0-3 against Denny since we've done this. Fitz, is this your first go at it, head to head with someone?
This is my first bout in the octagon with
Here we
Denny.
go. Here we go. All right. So that's going to be all for today. Thanks for riding with Graybos. Be sure to tune in next time to see how the squad fared. We're going to be making some money this week at the Players. So please make sure you subscribe. Be honored if you give us a follow and a review, 5-star review. Give us a comment. Graybos Giblets. Good luck with your March Madness and your Players Championship. We out.
Giblets.
When I go to sleep, I don't see sheep, see dollar signs. $100 got him beat the odds for the 100th time at a money line. Brock Purdy was irrelevant, now I'm at the front like a cutting line. G5 to the power 5, grade was on fire like it's summertime. I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? We ride, you riding with a shit. We ride, you riding with a shit. We ride.